And good evening. This is Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com and the Women Report, and it is Week 8 final score. Minooka 24, Oswego 6. Tough fought game, but Minooka got the advantage. They now go to 7-1, and Oswego goes to 6-2. So Oswego East goes to 6-2. Sorry about that. I do apologize. So got my notes. Let's get started. Opening starting at Oswego East, by the way. Really dig the jerseys. The pink fade jerseys with the trim on the bottom with the gray. Those are great looking jerseys. Shout out to Oswego East for that. Shout out to the Oswego East athletic director and the whole staff. They did a great job. Great ceremony on the whole thing. Great job. It's great to meet some of the Oswego East parents and the Minooka parents too. Some of the staff, not staff, the fans, some old faces too, so running into some old families. But it was a great game. And I wish you guys both teams both of the luck when they get into the playoffs. But let's go over the notes first. Great return by Capel by Minooka, 6 yards. Basically, they go into ace formation jet sweep. Minooka line looks great. Those shifts were a huge key. I think Oswego East. I think they practice over it, but I think that some of them, some of the kids, you could see they were thrown back by some of the shifts by the way that they're basically their stance. I was completely impressed by the shifts. A huge shout out to the Minooka coaching staff. That was a great idea. What was I gonna say? O-line looks great. Blah blah blah. 5-yard gain by Minooka. Minooka O-line is making holes. 3rd and 5. Guess their first down pass. Gessner was a huge key to this game. Gessner, quarterback keeper. Oswego East doing miss-snapping of Minooka. Minooka had a little bit of a miss-snap. 12-yard loss. Great 35-yard gain by Minooka Gessner. Froze in the smart way. Gessner was making smart throws, and he was checking down too, which was good. And he wasn't. He made a mistake in the 3rd or 4th quarter, but I was completely impressed with his game. He was not making the gambles, and that's all you need from a quarterback, especially with that offense. And that's all Terry McComb's asked for. Oswego East pinching gaps, almost interception by Oswego East, but the ball went through the hands. Minooka catch, T formation. Really impressed with Oswego East defensive line. They were doing it pretty good at the end of that drive because. There was two plays where they basically pinched the A gap, and it was unbelievable. They did an unbelievable job. Really impressed with Oswego East defensive line. Interception, 4:15 in the first quarter by Caruso by Oswego East. Great read by Caruso. Bomb snap. There was a bunch of mental mistakes in the first quarter, a little bit into the second quarter. Minooka swarming Oswego East offensive line, just not there. 4th and 35 for Oswego East. Bad punting by Oswego East. Gonzalez, Minooka's quarterback, great quarterback keeper. Their second quarterback, Gonzalez, did a great job. He was also good at wide receiver too, Gonzalez. BJ Graves, great tackle. Snap by Gasser, brumbled snap by Gassner. I'm going to mispronounce your name. I do apologize. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Oswego East recovers. Again, mental mistakes. Minooka recovers a fumble by Oswego East. Bomb read option. First and 11 seconds, I believe. That was first and 11 seconds. There was a bumbled read option play by Oswego East High School. They got the ball back. Second quarter begins again. Sloppy. A little bit of a sloppy football in there too. Minooka OC offensive play calling looked good. 3-0. 9:48. Wait, there's not a halftime. Sorry, second quarter. I do apologize. Ian Cromer really impressive at running back. Quarterback Williams to Trent, touchdown, 6-3. Oswego East 6:50 left in the second quarter. Quarterback Williams, young kid, but very impressed with him. I know they've had a couple of injuries, but I was completely impressed with quarterback Williams of Oswego East. Made some mistakes, but again, young guy that's going to grow into that position if he does play quarterback. I was very impressed with his throws. Impressed again. Always was Oswego East secondary. They got a little bit better into the second quarter. Great tackle, loss by B.J. Graves. Great pass to Schuster from Gessner. Uh, Connor Askham, touchdown, T formation, 10 to 6, 10 seconds left on the clock. In the second quarter, halftime, again, sloppy first quarter, 10 to 6. Oswego East returns pass incomplete. Wait. Stop. Okay. Oswego East returns pass incomplete. Third and out for Oswego East. Wrong. I'm not even going to read that. Minooka punting. First down pass to BJ Graves. BJ Graves, actually, that was a good catch by him. Screen pass interception by Minooka, by Brian Capel. 7:23 third quarter. Graves impressive. Surprised by the play calling in the third and fourth quarter. Was surprised that Oswego didn't really stretch the field. I thought they were going to do that, but they didn't do it into the third quarter. Great play calling, blah, blah, blah. Great punt by Oswego East, 103 in the third quarter. Minooka 10 to 6. Fourth quarter, strong defensive stand. 10:56. Minooka, 3rd and 24. Pass interference call on Oswego East. Now it was 3rd and 9. Minooka coaching, I guess that was impressive. Then the weirdest play happened, 9:45. I was a catch, about 50 yards, fumbles the ball. Minooka fumbles the ball, and referees are discussing it, and they decided to go back and redo the play again. I don't know what was going on. Weird. It was a weird time. Antoine Walker, interception, 9:38, fourth quarter. Gassner, long pass, Minooka defense, just too much. 17-6, 4:46 left. Gassner pass, TD pass to Vickis. Interception by Minooka, 3:29 in the fourth quarter. Tyler Haas, touchdown interception, 1 minute and 21 seconds, fourth quarter, 24-6. That is your final score. Minooka over Oswego East. Sorry for the miscommunications with some of the notes, but it was a good game. I think, and talking to some of the people, some of the fans, especially Oswego East, injuries, some miscalculations, and a few miscommunications that you can see with the Oswego East offense. But the main thing is Minooka wins. Unbelievable job by Coach McCombs. He definitely deserves to be considered coach of the night. Hell of a job by his staff. They just were. My personal feeling was that those kids were ready. Minooka's kids were ready, and they wanted to prove something. Oswego East, completely impressed with B.J. Graves. Impressed always with Antoine Walker. Impressed with their offensive line and a little bit of their defensive line. And impressed with Caruso too and Ian Cromer. Minooka, Tyler Haas, I was impressed with. Quarterback, his name Gessner. Also impressed with that young quarterback, Rodriguez, who's also a wide receiver and does all this stuff too. Impressed with the Minooka defensive line. Impressed with Derek Wentworth, that whole offensive line. Cooper, they did a hell of a job. I think he also played a little bit of defense if I'm not mistaken, but completely impressed. But I got to give that player of the night award to that whole Minooka team, because that was impressive play by Minooka. They look ready. I'm completely shocked by the play of Minooka. They're going to be interesting in the playoffs. They're going to be very, very interesting. I'm not going to say it, but they're a little bit Glenbard West-esque, Wilmington-esque. That type of team that's just a scary-ass team in the playoffs that will smash your mouth apart. Minooka's scary. This just them. Minooka's scary. If I was a passing offense, if I was a high-speed, friendly type of coach and everything else, the coaching style, I'd be scared to face Minooka. Simple as that. I'd be scared to face Minooka. But Oswego East did a good job. It was a close game till about the end of the third quarter, and then it just, at the middle of the fourth, when a turnover happened, It is what it is. But that defense is good. But I give the Player of the Night award to that whole Minooka team because they deserve it. I wasn't impressed by one player. That whole team deserves it. That whole Minooka team deserves it for this game. Completely impressed. Remember, 9 a.m. is breakfast with Coach Big Pete. 9 a.m. breakfast with Coach Big Pete every Saturday, talking IHSA football score, stats, and everything else. Remember, Deep Dish Football Live Wednesday, Thursday, every time at 8 p.m. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm on Instagram too. It should be fun. If you like my work, feel free to leave a tip or donation on the right-hand section of deepdishfootball.com. Thank you guys so much. It was great to meet so many people from Minooka and Oswego, especially some old faces from a couple of the old towns that I used to live around the area. It's good to see that Oswego and Minooka, they're going to be getting a lot more talented players, and it's going to be an interesting few years for these teams. So it's going to be good. But final score, Minooka 24, Oswego East 6.